I promise that by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to get to 10K per month as quickly as possible. So let's get straight into it. 3 things that you need to hit 10K per month as quickly as possible. Number 1, discipline, okay? This is obvious, but it's very, very important. I promise you, if you watch the end of this YouTube video and you actually apply what I say, you will hit 10K per month within literally months. It won't even take a year. It'll take like 3 to 4 months maximum if you're so. If you're really quick, you could even do it in like 2 or 3 months, which is just insanely quick. Like, think about how doctors take about 10 to 15 years to hit 10K per month, whereas you could hit it within 2 to 3 months without a degree and doing something you partly enjoy. Now, I'm not going to promise you're going to enjoy it all the time, but actually that gets us perfectly off to the first part of the 3 parts to hitting 10K per month as quickly as possible, which is discipline. The easiest way to be disciplined is by loving your work, right? I said you can't always love your work, but you can a lot of the time. Like about 60 to 70, maybe 75% of the time, you will work, like you might, I'm not saying loving it as in you're going to be jumping up and down like, "Way, this is so fun." No, but as in you're not hating it. Like, you're not in a mindset where, "Oh, I have to do this work." No, it's like, I get to do this work, or, "Oh, I'll just do this work. It's okay," right? For example, this YouTube video, I wasn't like, "Oh, I have to create a YouTube video." No, I was like, I get to create a YouTube video. I get to provide value. You know, today's been a really productive day, so great. I get to be even more productive, right? So you need to fall in love with work. The second thing is like, stop being distracted. By the way, this is still on discipline, but stop being distracted. Focus will decide how quickly you'll achieve your goal. If you're trying to get to 10K per month, you can get there by not being too focused. However, you can't get there quickly by not become too focused. It might take you 10, 15, 20 years to get to 10K per month without focus. But if you're really focused, if you're really locked in, if you're not worried about video games, porn, etc., and you're just fully locked in on the business and that's your number 1 priority, you can get there in like 2 to 3 months very, very, very quickly. Focus is the multiplier of speed. Meaning, if you want to get to somewhere like 2.5 times quickly than someone else, you have to be 2.5 times more focused than them, which means you spend more time on it, you have no distractions, etc., which leads on to the second thing, which is so discipline, persistence and consistency, which is consistency. Okay, now the easiest way to be consistent is by having the best, what's the word for it, the best conditions as possible, which basically means you don't have anything that would be holding you back from becoming consistent, right? One thing that I've realized in business, and this is in life overall, which is really, really important, is that the easiest way to achieve anything is by ensuring that it's impossible for you not to achieve it. Which means, if you're trying to get in the best shape possible, right, and this is so important, so by the way, stay tuned. I promise you, the type of people who click off this YouTube video are the type of people who will never become successful. If you stay with me, if you listen to what I say, if you have a pen and paper and you write it down, as I always say, what's written will be retained, you write it down and you apply it, you will hit 10K per month quicker than you could possibly imagine. In fact, within 3 months, your life will be completely different, and you'll know it's because of this YouTube video, because you actually applied it. But as I was saying, the easiest way, like, let's say I was trying to get in the best shape possible. The easiest way to get in the best shape possible is by making it impossible for me not to become in the best shape possible, which means, okay, what would make it impossible for me to become the best shape possible? Okay, well, if I only ate clean food, if I had 0 sugary and processed food, my diet would be great. Okay, so number 1 thing would be diet. Okay, next thing, what else? Oh, well, if I went to the gym 5 or 6 times a week, every single day for those 5 to 6 times a week, and I worked out for 2 hours, and I didn't bring my phone or I didn't bring my headphones, I was purely locked in on the gym, and I was doing the hardest things possible to either lose weight, gain muscle, whatever your goal is, I guess, in fitness, well, then that would guarantee I'd be in very good shape. And then the third thing would be time, right? And time and focus. So if I'm going 5 to 6 times a week, it might not take me 5 years to get in great shape, but it's also not going to take me 5 days. It might take me about 5 months, which isn't bad, right? If you're trying to get in the best shape possible, 5 months from now, you could be in the best shape possible. And I know that because I'm a fitness coach. In fact, well, not anymore. I used to do fitness coach. I don't do it anymore. Don't worry, I have nothing to tell you in this video. But yeah, no, I'm not a fitness coach anymore, but I've done it before, and I still do it for a couple guys, like online, but it's very small. It's not my main thing. I don't even think about it. I don't even try to get clients for it. But yeah, so that's really important. It's like the number 1 way to become consistent is A, fall in love with work, and B, make it impossible for you not to be consistent. Which means make it so Make it so that the week, so this is something really important. I know this is all over the place, but it's because I don't have a script and because I think you guys like these YouTube videos more than the ones which are scripted. Well, I don't script any YouTube videos, but more than the ones that are really structured. So what I mean is like the best way to achieve any goal is by being very good in all realms that go towards that goal, which sounds like complete bollocks. That's a little bit of a, what's the word? Spit out, right? You might be like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, that wasn't even English. And to me, that didn't sound English as well. So don't worry, bro. But yeah, no. So what I mean is like the weakest link, a chain is only as strong as the weakest link. That's what I was trying to say. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If you're trying to become consistent, but you watch porn, you won't hit 10K per month quickly. If you're trying to become consistent, but you play video games, you won't get to 10K per month quickly. If you're trying to hit 10K per month quickly, but you're sat there eating junk food, you won't hit 10K per month. If you're sat there and you're addicted to, I don't know, masturbating, or if you're addicted to watching YouTube videos or Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts or watching loads of football or whatever, you cannot hit 10K per month quicker than the person who isn't addicted to those things. I'm not saying you can't hit 10K per month altogether, but the whole point of this YouTube videos and the reason why you clicked it is because you don't want to take 5 years to hit 10K per month. You want to do it in 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 months or 6 months complete maximum. And I promise you it's achievable. That's another thing. Obviously you need to have belief, but that's not inside these 3 things. So yeah, become consistent, and trust me, you might neglect this one, but it's going to be the one thing holding you back from hit 10K per month. If you apply everything else in this video, apart from cutting out all vices, you still won't hit 10K per month, which is why this YouTube video has to be watched in full, and you have to apply all 3 parts. It's like a chemical reaction. If you're in science and you have like a little jar and you need to put in 3 chemicals and there's like a chemical explosion, if you only put in 2 out of the 3 chemicals, nothing's going to happen. If you only put in 2 of the 3 chemicals, even though it's 66%, if you only put in 2 out of the 3 chemicals, nothing's going to happen. There will be no explosion. You need to understand, you need to apply all 3 parts of this YouTube video, otherwise you won't hit 10K per month, or you won't hit it very quickly. So trust me, cut out all vices. Even like bad friends, video games, porn, YouTube, everything. Cut it all out, because trust me, it's going to hold you back. It's like if I was sat here, or not sat here, right? If I was walking, but there was a chain attached to me, I'd constantly, look, like it's like me holding myself back. Look, I'd constantly be held back. I don't know if you can see that, but I'd constantly be held back. If there's a chain that's holding you back like that, and you're trying to walk forwards, but the chain's constantly, look, we're going forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. I'm not going to get forwards, or not very quickly. It's going to take me ages. It's like trying to run a race, but you've got a chain strapped to your ankle. It's going to take you ages. Whereas if you can run freely, right, I'm not going to run while making this YouTube video, don't worry. But if you can run freely without anything attached to you and without anything holding you back, you can get to the destination so much quicker. Think of your business journey and think of getting to 10K per month and think of you getting to your goal as a race. You need to cut out all the vices. You need to keep on going. You need to act with speed, and you have to be persistent, which leads me perfectly onto the 3rd thing, which is persistence. So we spoke about discipline. We just spoke about consistency, which is just turning up every single day. Cut out all the vices, make it impossible for you not to be consistent. And now we're going to talk about persistence. Persistence, not consistency. Persistence, which is similar to consistency, but persistence is slightly different. It's basically to be consistent in the face of setbacks. I'd say that's the definition of persistence. Now, obviously there will be some different definition, but that's my definition of persistence. And it's basically persistence and relentlessness. They go hand in hand. So you can even say, okay, number 1 lesson was discipline, number 2 consistency, and number 3 was persistence / relentlessness, or being relentless. They go hand in hand. If you're relentless, you're the type of guy, right? If you're a relentless guy, you're the type of guy which, if setbacks come, let's say a payment processor gets shut down, happened to me, right? My PayPal got shut down, completely deleted for no reason. Same with Stripe, same with a couple other payment platforms. I was relentless. So I was just like, okay, how do we fix it? Boom, boom, boom. Whereas a lot of people would be like, oh no, my payment processor's down. This is an excuse for me to be lazy for the next 2 weeks until it gets, taken back, or until I get a new account. No. I was like, no, like I need to quickly solve it, which is obviously speed, but it's also just being relentless. Like it didn't even cross my mind that I would give up. Like any setback I've had, I've never, and I promise you, if there's one thing you can take from all my YouTube videos, that's me being completely genuine and honest, I have never even thought about giving up. Never even thought about giving up. Like, I've had so many setbacks, and I'm not saying this to feel sorry for myself, because I'm lucky, right? I'm in a first world country. But I've had so many things and so many times where I could have made excuses. And like, even now, I'm in college, right? Obviously not right now, as you can see, I'm in the field, right? But like, no, like, I'm in college. I have loads of excuses. I do sports. I'm a national runner. I do a lot of different things on the side. I could have so many reasons not to build a business, not to hit 10K per month, not to be recording this YouTube video right now. But guess what? Guess what, baby? Here we are. We're recording the YouTube video regardless, because I'm persistent, because I'm ruthless, because I'm relentless. Okay, so you need to be persistent, which means there are going to be troubles, right? This is a 10K per month guide. This is how to hit 10K per month as quickly as physically possible, as humanly possible. However, you're still going to have issues. You're still going to have problems. You're still going to have things which come in the way, which you're like, oh no, how do I get past this? Right? It's like building a bridge. You're going to have problems, and you're going to have to get to the other side, but you don't have a bridge yet. You haven't got a solution yet. You're going to have to build that bridge. You're going to have to build that solution. And it's not going to be easy, right? Think about building a bridge. Is that easy? Is it easy building all those bricks, putting all the cement, sticking it all together, making it so that you can actually cross, make it so that you can actually walk across the bridge? No, not easy. It takes a little bit of time, right? And it certainly takes a lot of effort. But you just got to keep on pushing. Like, honestly, the best advice I could give you out of this whole thing is persistence. Even if you're not actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, even if you're not as consistent, just have persistence. No, because then you're not going to hit 10K per month quickly. But if there's one most important part out of these 3 parts, it would be persistence. As long as you keep on pushing, there's no way you can fail. It will just take you a lot longer. But if you're one of those guys who really wants to hit 10K per month as quickly as humanly possible, I don't have anything to sell you. However, if you do tap on the description, you can see my Instagram. And if you go onto my Instagram, and you basically type in my username, you go onto my Instagram, you'll see what I do, you'll see how I could potentially help you. I've helped countless others like you guys, but honestly, this isn't a YouTube video to sell you, it's just to give you value. But yeah, if you do want to hit 10K a month as quickly as humanly possible, do just reach out to me on Instagram. I don't have anything exactly to sell you, but I do help some guys basically hit 10K a month, and we have like a cool community where we just help each other, we hop on calls and stuff. So yeah, obviously, if you're interested in that, just hit on my Instagram. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just to sum up, obviously, everything is number one is discipline. If you're not disciplined, and if you have distractions, and if you're the type of guy who gets home and you'll procrastinate for an hour, you're not going to hit 10K a month, or you're not going to hit it quickly. And the same with the second thing, which is consistency. If you're not consistent, if you turn up 5 times out of 7 days or 5 days a week, you're not going to hit 10K a month quickly. But if you're there every single day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, if you're very, very consistent, which means just appearing a lot, being there all the time, then you're guaranteed to hit 10K per month. And then the third thing is persistence. There will be problems, there will be things which and that's why I said hit my Instagram, because I'll help you solve all those problems and get to 10K per month very, very quickly. Like, we have people inside who work with me one-to-one, who within like a month, they hit 2, 3, 4K a month, which is more than a job, right? Within literally like 30 days. One guy even made like 4K in a week. So yeah, I'm not here to sell anything, genuinely. I'm just here to tell you that obviously if you are interested and you do want to get to 10K a month as quickly as humanly possible, then yeah, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll help you out. But yeah, as I was saying, right, persistence is so, so important. Like, there are going to be problems, and there are going to be times where you think, oh, you know, oh, surely a 9 to 5 might be easier. Oh, look at my friends, they're having fun. Oh, you know, there's this movie going on, there's this football match going on, there's some distraction. You know, I feel like watching porn, I'm horny, whatever, right? There's always problems. There's always times where you feel like, oh, should I carry on? Should I give up? You know, this is hard. I have an excuse. I'm traveling. Like, for example, I had a perfect excuse. And to be completely honest, I was a little bit lazier than I usually am because I was traveling. But I still got the work done, right? I still got the bare minimum work done. Whereas a lot of people, they would have been like, oh, I'm traveling. Let's just enjoy it. And they wouldn't even enjoy it. Like, that's the thing, as I was saying, boys, genuinely, like, you might think, oh, now I'm about to go down this, like, I'm about to go into monk mode, I'm about to lock in, I'm about to do exactly what Michael said, oh, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be painful, and there are going to be times where you feel like giving up, but honestly, you can fall in love with it, you can become addicted. Like, at this point, the reason why I never think about giving up is because I'm addicted to it. Like, I can't imagine, like, I was literally thinking, and I was talking to my brother about this the other day, I was saying, I cannot physically imagine like not having a business. Like, what do you do in a day? Like, if you're not trying to book appointments, if you're not trying to get clients, if you're not helping clients, if you're not building a personal brand, what are you doing? Like, what are most people doing? Like, what are most people doing on a day-to-day basis? Because you might say, oh, they're going to the gym. I go to the gym. You might say, oh, they're doing sports. Bro, I do like 15 sports right now. Like tennis, football, swimming. Like loads of other ones as well. Like I go to the gym every single day. I do all these things. I'm a national runner, right? It's like, and I have a personal brand, and I help my clients, and I have a community, and I run 2 agencies, and I'm in college. It's like, what are most people doing on a day-to-day basis? There's just no excuse for it. And honestly, it's very empty. Like, if you're not building a business, if you're not striving towards a new goal, if you're not trying to move towards a goal, whether it's financial goal, whether it's a personal goal, relationship goal, fitness goal, whatever, if you're not trying to do one of these things, life is just so mundane. Life just becomes so pointless. It feels like, oh, what's the point of life? But you need to always be striving towards something new. Like, that's the time when people get depressed. And I don't want to touch on this for too long, but when people get depressed, it's because they don't have a purpose. They don't have a reason for waking up every single morning. But if you're trying to hit 10K a month, and if you see proper progress, and you're excited to wake up every single morning, why would you even slow down? Why would you ever think about giving up? You like it, you enjoy it. The easiest way to just do the 3 things which I said, which is be persistent, be consistent, and be disciplined, is by loving those things. If you love being disciplined, if you hate eating junk food, if you love eating clean food, if you love hitting the gym, if you love waking up early, if you love working, if you love sending outreach, if you love booking appointments, if you love getting on sales calls, if you love helping your clients and changing lives, as I always say, dreams to reality, which is my whole brand. If you love changing dreams to reality, why would you do anything else apart from change dreams to reality? Why would you do anything else that isn't aligned with your purpose, that isn't aligned with your business, that isn't aligned with your goals? It would make no sense. So yeah, guys, anyway, I'm not going to make it too much longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. It will genuinely change your life if you actually apply what I said. If you're not going to apply what I said, who cares, man? You're just not going to live a successful life, and you're not going to enjoy your life. But yeah, write down exactly what I said. Maybe you need to go for a YouTube video a couple times. And as I say, if you want to learn more about what I do, and if you want to get to 10K a month within like literally a month, obviously just click on my Instagram and we could potentially connect together. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys inside the next video. Peace! Oh, it's not. I pressed this tripod, I thought it would stop recording. But yeah, guys, peace.